Hi, it's Laurie Smith of lauriesmith.com. I've been doing a series on what I've been learning from all of you, all of those who've been participating in my flow challenges over the last several years. And today I want to focus on something that it has to do with the ripple effect. And what I sort of started for myself, doing something just even 5 minutes a day, which for me was writing in flow because that brings me joy. And I've experimented with many other things from playing my violin, which I hadn't played in several years, to doodling, to going on nature walks, to doing photography. And so have all of you. You've been experimenting in lots of different ways. But we always begin with joy. And the reason being that sort of when we open up with joy, it's almost like we're already opening the door to that inner child within us that is just so full of joyful energy and wants to help us have our lives flow. And so, but it's also sort of this momentum factor. And there's a lot of information out there about how to build habits, and that's certainly not my specialty. It's something I'm constantly working on in my own life. But I have noticed, and so have many of you, and you've shared with me, that just doing something gets the energy moving. It's like, an object in motion likes to stay in motion. It's that concept that works. And it really seems to work with these flow challenges. So even if you don't do the activity that you started out with as your goal, even if you don't do the activity every day, there's something behind having the intention, having the thought that this is going to be fun, that we're going to make this fun, that this is all about joy. And what makes each of us joyful is very unique. So it wouldn't be in your best interest or mine to choose an activity for you. You know what, invites that little child within you to play. But once we do that, once we send out that invitation to our inner joyful child or guru or whatever, however you see it or experience it, something picks up speed. And it's like the ball, going down the ramp that just gets faster and faster. There is something that gets kicked in motion when we start doing this, and it really seems to work when we all do it together with a common intention, not of any competition, not of any sense of needing to be right or wrong, but just being curious, experimenting, trusting our own process, knowing and holding a lot of space and energy for each of us to have our own process and explore and discover. And the act of doing that just seems magical. And so this week, I just invite you to notice how just doing little things that are joyful in your life, whether you're doing the flow challenge or whether you're just experimenting with your own process, how that helps you and your own joy and your own flow in your life pick up speed. Thanks for joining me here, and I'll see you next week.